What's going on YouTube? It's Tom here, and we're back with another cut test video today. If you guys are new to the channel and have not subscribed or anything like that, make sure you do so. I do a lot of cut test videos as well as some reviews here and there. So if that sounds like something you guys are interested in, hit the subscribe button down below and hit that bell icon so you're actually notified when I post a new video. This is a video I've been waiting to do for a long time. It's a steel that I'm extremely interested in. As you guys probably already know just by looking at it, it's LC200N. It's the new super stainless steel on the market. Spyderco, I think, is the only one using it at the moment. And they only use it in a couple of knives. I think they have the native salt now in LC200N. They have the Tusk, and they also have the Spidey Chef, as you guys can see there. Just from some other people on YouTube's results, I'm putting it up against S30V, which is actually pretty tall task for it, considering that S30V is a pretty great all-around steel. I know Pete from Cedric and Ada has tested it and got numbers pretty darn close to S30V, as well as Steve from the Super Steel Steve channel. I know his tests are a little bit different, or his older ones are anyhow. He just did shaving, I believe, until it stopped shaving arm hair. And they're pretty similar. So we're going to see what this does as far as working edge holding today. If you guys aren't familiar with the two steels, they're very, very different in composition. I won't go over every element that they got in them, but S30V 1.45% carbon. LC200N only has 0.3% carbon, which is where some of that stainlessness comes from. S30V has a little bit of tungsten, 4% vanadium, 14% chromium, and 2% molybdenum, whereas LC200N has 15% chromium, so 1% more, 0.5% nitrogen, and that's actually taking the place of the carbon, 0.95% molybdenum, 0.5% nickel, and 1% manganese. So a little bit of a backstory here on LC200N. It is formerly Chronodor 30. It got renamed back in like 2013, I want to say. Has a very fine grain structure to it. Nitrogen takes the place of the carbon. Like I said, it forms nitrides instead of carbides. Nitrides are just as hard, or darn close to being as hard as carbides. And so basically, they're using the nitrogen in place of the carbon to get some of the stainlessness, but still maintaining the hardness. That lower carbon with the higher chromium makes it virtually rust-proof. With that better edge retention, or so they say. We'll see. NASA actually uses it as a replacement for 52100 in their ball bearings. That speaks volumes about this steel to me. If it's that stainless and that high wear resistant, that NASA trusted to be used in their ball bearings. The max hardness is 60 to 62 HRC, and it's one of the very few stainless steels that can actually be forged, which is pretty cool. I've carried this Spidey Chef for a little over 2 weeks prior to this test, so I have a little bit of experience with the steel, and just based on some of my feelings, it seems like it sharpens very easily. It sharpens like a much softer steel than what it really is, which is really nice for a steel that you use. It also takes an exceptional edge. I think that's due to some of the finer grain structure. It takes an edge real similar to 8CR 13MOV. In my experience, the edge is so fine and so easy to get very sharp. It also seems like it holds it well. I'm not going to say it's quite S30V level, but it does hold an edge really well, and when it does go a little bit dull on you, it strops up very easily. So it's a really good overall user steel. Let's go over a little bit of the measurements on these guys. We have I don't know if I mentioned the Sage 2 here. I've already tested this one before on the channel. This is my custom Sage 2. The Sage 2 has 102 thousandths stock. Normally I measure these in hundredths, but because these stock measurements are so close, I measured them in thousandths. So 102 thousandths stock for the Sage 2, 106 thousandths stock for the Spidey Chef. As far as behind the edge thickness goes, they're the exact same, 12 thousandths. So honestly, these should be very similar. And my prediction here is that S30V will be about 20% better. So as you guys are probably seeing right now, I'm cutting cardboard and stuff, and I actually ended up cutting quite a bit longer than what I really thought I was going to. LC200N cuts very well. If you guys see me putting on the painter's tape and then removing the painter's tape because the stupid stuff kept getting in the way and bunching up, and I eventually just take it off. I'm focusing on just one small area of the blade, so I mean we're not distributing the wear out. You guys know the drill. Everything's sharpened at 18 degrees per side on the wicked edge, and then touched up on the sharp maker at 20 degrees per side. If you guys see me grab my little can of acetone to wipe down the blades, that's just because I keep getting tape residue on there. I don't want to add any extra friction to the blades that might cause them to break down faster. So I keep wiping them down every time I get a little bit of tape residue on there. So without further ado, let's get into the results here. LC200N really surprised me. It cut 236.46 feet until it would no longer cut computer paper. That's incredible. That's absolutely incredible. That's, I want to say, my third highest result now, just behind M390 and then the Sage 2 on the initial test of S30V. So that is awesome. Just above the Chris Reeve S35VN. And as far as the S30V goes, they're over there in the Taichung, Taiwan factory. I don't know what they're doing to this stuff, but good lord. 279.21 feet on this Spyderco Sage 2, which is a little bit of an increase from last time. Nothing crazy. But that's incredible. I don't know what this is rock weld to, but good lord, that thing cuts forever. And like I said on my prediction, I expected it to be about 20% better. That's 18% better. I'm not going to be right very often, but this is one of the few times that I'm going to be right. I'm pretty happy about how both of these knives performed. Like I said, this S30V is incredible. I don't know. They must maybe they mix up M4 and put that in there. I'm not really sure. But the LC200N really surprised me, and it holds an edge for a really long time for being a steel that's really easy to maintain. So makes a fantastic EDC steel, and it makes, in this knife in particular, it makes a fantastic EDC knife in general. So if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like down below. I do have my Google Doc now with all the results. Everything should be updated. The link for that should be in the description. I don't know if you guys caught my last live stream. I live streamed on Monday, and I'm going to be doing another one here on Saturday. So if you guys are interested in that, go ahead and tune in. We'll just kind of shoot the shit and just kind of talk, and I'll answer any questions, and we'll talk about whatever. I don't really care. We'll be doing a little bit of sharpening as well during that live stream to get prepped for an upcoming video. So, like I said, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like down below and hit that subscribe button to see more videos just like this one. As always, guys, thanks so much for watching. Have a great day.